Welcome back to yet another episode of Hi Events. I'm joining you from Hilton, Colombo, where Sangeetha Weeraratne is unveiling her new book, 50 Shots. Let's head inside and check it out.
Make a lasting impression and do something more that would last, longer than the taste of a slice of cake. And that's when my friend Dilsh, I can't see him. Dilsh. Yeah, that's when Dilsh stepped in and he suggested, Aki, why don't you do a book to celebrate the big milestone? I was a little skeptical. A book about what? My biography, I asked, and he quickly shut me down. He said, no. Let's do a book of pictures. Something unique, something different, and something that would resemble you. I was actually hooked on the idea because, to me, photograph is like second nature. And it's as easy as eating and sleeping and, breathing. Those of you who know my father also would know that ever since I was a kid, my father would say, every time he would get a new camera, a lens, a light, a film roll, he said, Sangeetha, come here. Now stand. Do this, do that. Now take that light. No, avoid that light. Go behind, go in front. And I was, such a young girl, and I would roll my eyes and I'd, really? I'd yawn, and I'll do it because it's my father. But little did I realize that these boring moments would come so handy. As fate would have, I took on the role of modeling and acting. Everything came my way, and everything my father taught me about lights, about camera, about positioning, it all came back like second nature. So when Dilsh said a book of pictures, I felt like it completed the entire circle, and I was so happy. But this is also where it got a little tricky. A book, just me, what do I do? And then he said, get yourself a team of photographers, and we'll figure out the rest. So I went one step further. I first got a team of people, my closest team. He's involved, Dilsh, Loching, Dhananjay, Lashni, Rafi. We all got together and we handpicked a bunch of very, very special photographers, designers, makeup artists, hair artists. And I think together we created something really, really special.
I'm here with none other than Rosie. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Looking lovely.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm excited to be at the launch
Yes.
of Sangeetha's 50 Shades.
Of course. And of course, you've had quite a history with Sangeetha since the first time.
I do actually. It's almost 34 years now since I've known her. She was a little girl still in school, and her first movie, It's a Matter of Time, was the first English movie that was created in Sri Lanka. The legendary Gamini Fonseca played a key role as well in the movie. So I played Sangeetha's mother. So before we took, I think that was the first shot that she ever did in a movie, where she did the shot with me. So before we took the shot, her her mother was in the makeup room with me, and her mother, I hadn't met Sangeetha then, said that, my daughter is an ardent fan of yours. But today, looking back 34 years later, I am an ardent fan of this legendary woman, because what she has done for cinema is, especially the Sri Lankan cinema, is unbelievable. She not only got on top of her game, and she mastered the craft to get on top of her game, So she's an award-winning, celebrated star, but later became such a multifaceted person, where she plays multiple roles today. She's an entrepreneur, she's, a beautiful mother, a fabulous mother to Portia, a good wife. She's a businesswoman, she's a philanthropist. People don't know that, she does a lot of social work. And, she also, even though she's not acting as an actor, but she helps the industry. If you take Riddhi Rek or, things like that. She's constantly with the arts and culture. And also she runs a television station together with her husband. So she's a multifaceted, a celebrated woman. But talking about the book, I had a preview of the book before the launch, and I was amazed. It's so magical. The creativity in this country and the creativity of Sangeetha herself. She's a true artist, a true actor. The portrayal of different scenes in this book is unbelievable. She's gone to the extent of, going to Mahayangane, being with the indigenous Sinhala Vanilathos, how she's basically got into those moods. And some of those shots would have been very difficult to create. It would have taken days and a lot of effort. Also, the artist who had contributed towards her creating this book is remarkable. I think she's chosen the best of the best. She's the best. So she's done a remarkable job.
I'm here with Raela. How are you doing?
Doing very well, and the book got launched just now, so I'm super excited and super happy.
Now, from what I understand, you helped work on 27 of those amazing pictures, some of the 50, right? Now, how was that experience like?
Well, I've been a fan of Sangeetha for the longest time. Then working with her has been like a blessing, I would say. She's like a big sister. And then as an artist, as a photographer, working with a muse is not something that you get all the time. And she's stunning, and she's a beautiful human being as well. So working with her was very easy. And when I usually work, we always guide them, do this. And with her, I have this crazy work chemistry that I never tell her, look here, look there. She just follows the camera. The camera loves her. I love to photograph with her as well.
I'm here with Bandara, that's Sangeetha's best friend, and on top of that, he was actually the stylist and came up with 30 of the looks of the 50 shots that you see in this lovely book. How are you doing?
Well, it's a nice evening.
Yeah, of course it is. It feels lovely. It's buzzing as well. I want to know what the experience was like coming up with these looks.
Actually, I'm so honored to part of this because you know what, for the 50 shots of Sangeetha, it's a one of the kind things happens. I think for the film industry and even for our industry, this is my first experience too. So yeah, first experience to doing a coffee table book, and I have done so many times hair and makeup for her in entire my life because our friendship over 2 decades. But this is something exceptional, I would say, because you know what, creating a 30 different looks is not easy to do. Hair to makeup to outfits and everything, but there are collaborations with outfit and everything, but I did it most of the hair and makeup looks. So I'm so privileged to do that, to be honest.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, a few presentations to be made now. In a very significant and a poignant gesture, Sangeetha presents the first ever copy of 50 Shots to her beloved mother-in-law, who's...
I'm here with Viran. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, from what I know, or just recently learned, you have done a shot in this book yourself. Could I know what that experience was like?
It was actually an honor being part of it. I couldn't believe it when she actually asked me to do it because I'm actually, compared to the people who have been working on it, I'm a newcomer relatively. So I felt truly honored.
I'm here with Janik. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks.
Lovely to see you here at this lovely unveiling of this book as well. From what you've seen so far, what do you think about the book?
I mean, it looks quite exciting. I'm excited to see what she's done. Very proud of her. I've seen some snippets of what they've been trying to plan, and it looks really good. Very unique, and there's been a really good team that's worked together to do this. So excited to see what comes out.
I'm here with Brian Kirkowen. How are you doing?
Amazingly good.
Looking dapper.
I try to all the time.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? Now, I know you haven't read the book yet, but from what's been shown on stage to the screens and the frames that were dealt out, what do you think about this upcoming, I'd say this recently published 50 Shots?
You said read the book. Is there something to read in it?
Well, I mean, to view.
Flip through the pages.
Yes.
Well, I'm really looking forward to look at the pictures because so many talented people have got into this. So I'm sure it's amazing. And I'm really looking forward to looking at it.
I'm here with Sangeetha's trainer, that's Tyrone. How are you doing?
I'm good. And nice to see the beautiful pictures over here and the concept which Raela and all other photographers done is beautifully done actually.
I know, totally. And I have to ask now, Sangeetha, she's been a bit of an advocate for wellness and fitness, and I've seen it on social media as well. And you've been a big part of that, a big influence of that. How has that been for you?
Actually, I have been training Sangeetha for a good 11 years, but only thing is like which the consistent because like with her work and everything. But recent past, actually like 1 year ago, I started my own program called Project T, 6-week transformation program. So she was the first client, influencer, and like I know she doesn't go for a shortcuts. She always go with the right path. So which I always honor. Which there's so much products there, like you can lose weight and easily like drugs to everything. But she always takes the right path. So which is I want her to come on board for my program. So this is what progress. When you see the book. From the first pictures and like good 6 to 7 weeks, you will see the difference of her body nicely. So when you see the book, when you flip the magazine, you will understand actually.
another fantastic evening here at the Hilton Colombo. We wish Sangeetha with the best of luck with a new book. My name is Israel. I'll catch you next time right back here on Hi Events.